3D content developer, so I'm not gonna burden you anymore with defensive issues. So I'm just straight to the point today. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so first of all, like advertising time, I've also got a group. It's like LarkXR streaming and rendering, so you guys can take like 5-10 seconds to scan this QR code and join us on LinkedIn as well. All right, don't worry. Like if you cannot manage to scan it right now, you can scan it later. Anyway, I will share the PowerPoint with Jeremy, and Jeremy probably release it to your anyway. Okay, so
Certainly.
3D, yeah, 3D, yeah, 3D XR app. Okay, basically, no matter how you call it, like it's an app. Okay, so what we're looking for is as highest fidelity as possible. Like the content consumer eyeball are so spoiled today. I think most of the Lego block or Minecraft, like well, someone like Minecraft that is still Lego block, may not be able to satisfy them anymore. So if you want to deliver the highest fidelity content, interactive, no matter if it's XR or flat screen 3D, well, we believe streaming is the only way. So let's get started with a photorealistic training simulation demo. Let's take a look at it. All right, so this is the demo that I hosted on a 4080 laptop in Hong Kong. So you can see like it's like a click to open. It's like a click to open, pretty high fidelity, and I'm just using a MacBook. Okay, this one is Air with M2, yeah, and with the Chrome browser, so I can do a click to open, and also we can change the frame rate and make sure the streaming is pretty smooth. All right, so this is a pretty quick demo that you can see click to open. And well, if you want to deliver such a experience, click to open in high fidelity for a Unity 3XL app, there are certain ways you can do. Probably you have heard about some of them. First of all, is a managed platform. Something like once we have in Unity World, the various like they got a hosting server and also got a streaming orchestrator so that you can host your Unity app over their server and then become a URL to start streaming, just like what I do just now. But I think the cost is somehow just too high, and that is why somehow they shut it down right now. Correct me if I'm wrong, Jeremy. Like you kind of official Unity representative.
Yeah, I believe it is no longer supported. I'm not sure on the details of the reason, but I'm sure there are good reasons behind that. So.
Yeah. One of the good reason behind that is because it's just too high for developers to deliver the project, and also they just cannot having the server all over the world, so the location it has this reluctancy. If the resolution, like the number of servers, just not close enough to the endpoint, the latency will be pretty high, and there's not going to be a good experience to the endpoint user. And also, it's a hosting platform. They kind of disabled it for the secondary development. So all you have to do, or you can do, is to obey or follow the uh, requirements of the Photorealistic platform. So another way, if you don't want to do the hosting platform, you can use the streaming SDK in Unity World. Once I think it's still alive, is the render streaming. It's more or less like a plugin in SDK and pretty much an integration and app loader. So you just integrate the app loader into your Unity build and then package it, and probably it would exhaust a sort of try and error process like debugging once, twice, or 4 times because it's application invasive. You had to sort of plant that SDK, integrate that SDK deeply into your Unity build. That is actually the main reason causing some of the debugging issues, like they pretty much increase much of your workload on it. And also because like you just implant the SDK to your application, you had to find your own infrastructure like the GPU hosting server and manage your whole platform. Manage your own environment platform also means you have to manage your user sessions, say the resources and the sessions, like how many user comes in, whether they had to queue up or blah blah blah, those kind of logic. It's just so network engineering and cloud infrastructure people work should not be your job. I mean, Unity content developer job. So, but if you're streaming with LarkXR, we will have you all set. Non-application invasive, like for your application, no SDK, no plugins. All you need to do is just package it to Windows exe. That's the best, and you can also package to Linux. And we support VR, flat 3D, and also augmented reality AR with the same executable. With the same executable, you don't have to like package a couple of versions. But like I mean, for VR, you also have to enable OpenXR plugin, and that's it. And we support all device. All device means like for flat screen, all types of smartphone, like all the aspect ratio and the resolution responsiveness. We've already done that. And the mouse and keyboard control, and for VR, the mainstream devices, we already have VR client streaming app available to download, and also with the SDK that you can do a secondary development. Also, we have your back. Like as I mentioned, to manage your own platform can be very painful or infrastructure. So we already have our own algorithm to manage the compute resources and the session allocations. It's like if you have multiple GPU server or PC, and also we have multiple sessions coming in dynamically from time to time, how to match those incoming traffic to particular random node. It requires some sort of algorithm, and we have developed that algorithm since 2016. It's pretty stable and would not uh, deviate any user experience at all. And also the network transmission optimization. Just like the Furios, as I mentioned, if the server is just too far away from the endpoint, and it will just deliver a bad lagging streaming experience. But LarkXR has been doing this network optimization since we started 8 years ago. So we can sort of guarantee the good streaming experience, just like a local. So API and SDK for secondary development, that's we are so open. We are not a closed platform like unlike Vision OS. Well, anyway, I don't want to badmouth any of the platform, but we do have the API and SDK pretty open for you to do the secondary development, which means that you can utilize LarkXR on the PaaS platform as a service layer to, on top of that, build your own streaming platform. Okay, so now let's use LarkXR. There is a certain way for you to use it. First of all, you can scan it. Okay, again, there's a form. You can just sign up with this link, and you can get 1 month free license for the LarkXR. Which means that you get that license pretty much means that you will install the LarkXR server app onto your own GPU machine. And then with the configuration, of course, that's involved some documentation and quick start guide. I'll definitely share with you like after this quick meetup. So you get a free license, and you got the server app installed, and then you can start streaming from your own machine. Okay. And well, having said that, streaming from your own machine, that could means two ways. One way is like within the internal network. For example, some of our clients actually doing those kind of industry 4.0 streaming XR training things like within the plants, within the factory, so they can just stream from the server through the internal network to the endpoint within the gigantic factory area. But if you want to stream it to the public internet, you have to have a static public IP address assigned to your server. Otherwise, like no one will have the address to access the stream on your streaming server, even though you have LarkXR. But if you thinking it's like maybe too costly or like too bother to get the static public IP from the ISP, you can also employ our NAT trial service. Like you can also scan this and sign up the form. You will have free 300 minutes of the NAT service streaming minutes, and also come alongside with the LarkXR license. What NAT actually means that we do have some proxy node, kind of all over the world, all over each of the continent. So to minimize the latency from your GPU machine to this proxy server and then to the endpoint. So yeah, scan and sign up. Like you don't have to pay anything at this point, and no credit card required. Okay, no credit card required. Okay, and if you don't want to, use your machine to do any of the LarkXR streaming at this point in time, well, you can sign up this form. Okay, this is the last form. Okay, you can sign up this form, and then you can share your Unity exe, and then I would host it for you for like 14 days max in my Hong Kong node, so that you can experience the Eclipse Open streaming right away without any configuration and installation. Okay, so up to this point, anyone want to interrupt me for any questions? Feel free. If not, I will carry on with a certain demo, then we go into the Q&A. If I can see something on the chat, that just let me carry on with the demo, okay? Okay, so someone want to speak, right?
Oh, I was just referring to the chat as well. But yeah, if you want to catch those questions at the end,
Yeah, let's do that at the end.
we can certainly do that.
Yeah. Let's do
Thank
that at
you.
the end. Yeah, thank you, Jeremy. Thank you. Okay, so volumetric video capture. I'm just sharing with you the sort of uptrend that we tap to some customer in Europe and United States, North America, basically not just the state, like Canada also have some customers there. So let me just take a look at it, and I'll explain. Made with Unity. Okay. It's a French company. It's they are using multiple cameras to capture this lady. Okay, multiple. This is just a demo. They using like 9 cameras over there, and it's a pre-recorded, and you'll be able to interact with it. And they are looking to tap into the market of the sports celebrities. It's like using the live streaming volumetric scanning and then stream it into the Unity and then do the 3D XR streaming with LarkXR. Yeah, so this is one of the uptrend use case that we've been encounter in last couple of weeks actually. Yeah, and also it works with Garrison splatting as well. Like if you do have the 3D reconstruction using Garrison splatting, and then you manage to import it into the Unity, it's totally compatible with LarkXR streaming. Okay, just one more demo. Like it's a functional demo, and if you are in sort of training or education, not just training and education, pretty much it's for every kinds of presentation. Okay, so we have the interactive mode demo. What does that mean? That means we've got a master view. Yeah, let's revisit the LNG ship training level. So we got a master ship here, and let me try to put it. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to put it like on this side. And let's also do a view only then. So you can see we got a master here and we got a viewer here, and I am not be able to interact with it, and I am the master here, so I'll be able to interact with it. Well, it's like master is controlling it and the viewer is just viewing it, and the funny thing is that I can change the role. So the viewer now become the controller. You can see. Yeah, and I can change it back. And that's the interactive mode that I'm trying to let you guys take a look at it. And yeah, I think very quickly I share the LarkXR to you guys. Nothing fancy graphics to give you a peace of mind. And I don't know whether you guys have been expecting much of the coding works like and code base lines and how to do the command and nothing. What the purpose of the LarkXR existence is to save your effort to doing that kind of complicated things just for streaming. Yeah, and you can follow us on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. And thank you. And are we going to have some questions, right? Let me take a look.
Yeah, I think there are some in the chat if you want to take a look, or I can kind of go through those as well. Yeah,
Okay.
very interesting presentations. Thank you
Thank
much for
you.
that.
Thank you very much. And let me see. So I think someone is asking about PBS. I'm not the guy to answer that question. So sorry about that. So hang on. PBS. Okay, I cannot answer any PBS questions, but basically, PBS is just a payment medium for the license cost of the license. That's all I
Ah,
yeah
oh,
can
it's
answer
a
about it. And
different category.
yeah, different categories. Like yeah, today like we are pretty focused in the core of the lock itself, how to make use of it and make the content of the life easier. That's very crucial. Okay, it's Paris made in by Korea. No. Do I really look like a Korean? No, I'm not. We're based in Hong Kong. We're based in Hong Kong. We are not a Korean company. Is there any more question that I miss out? I think
I think maybe you
I
have
covered it up.
them all.
Yeah.
Just a question for you. Are you familiar with a product that was in the past, Unity Reflect? If you had a chance to experience that, just kind of getting some of the same vibes and features and things with the kind of master and viewer controls. But that product, I believe, is deprecated as well and no longer. There's no kind of new iteration of it that I'm aware of.
Yeah,
So
I mean, yeah, I kind of heard about it, but I mean, again, we're not really engine dependency. I mean, not just for like what Unity has released, and then we follow then using the Unity release or repository to build on top of it. We kind of build on top of pretty fundamental layers so that we can make the compatibility, specifically for streaming, for 3D XR streaming, be more compatible to most of the use cases in out.
that's great. Do you find any kind of significant challenges as Unity or other engines and platforms do kind of update or have major changes?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's kind of
Wondering maybe
wow. I
the
mean, I mean,
developers in the group might be
yeah,
interested
yeah.
in hearing a little bit about those
Really,
as well, just kind of broadly at a high level.
yeah, yeah. Because like with you having dependency on Unity release, it's kind of some of the project deliverable. They just cannot meet the project requirement, and then the client of them will just be not satisfied at all. And we are here to like to deliver such things. But I mean, interactive mode is just one of the functional module that we have. We actually have some more functional module that we have developed. We didn't really develop those modules like out from nowhere. It's mostly our customers' requirement that they encounter during their project deliverables. For example, like people, I mean, Unity developers sometimes would require to do the 2D button, okay, GUI, okay, inside the Unity, and but that would sort of require more compatibility issue on the UI UX, especially when you're doing the streaming to different devices. And we have invented a module it's called data channel, which would allow the Unity application to just be the 3D application, and all the 2D GUI they can just decouple it and do it all in the web as a web app, and then the data channel will connect that web app to the 3D application. And also we got audio channel and video channel. You can actually capture the endpoint device, microphone, and video, so that you can do some sort of like face tracking issues and face tracking application, and also um, capturing the endpoint user what they speak, and then to AI chatbot, and then yeah, to do the interaction with it with the application.
Thank you. Yeah, that's great. Just interested in kind of the decoupling of the UI as Unity kind of moves more towards the UI toolkit. If you've had any discussions about that, kind of making things easier and more compatible, or maybe less compatible, if that's come up in discussion yet, or not.
Yeah, I think is we have been making things more compatible in the streaming experience. Like I mean, by all means, if we adopting streaming, we not just looking for delivering high fidelity experience. That's the one of the main point, but also we're trying to make the endpoint user be be able to quickly to enjoy the experience. I think web it's the most common way to do. Like every device would have its browser. So just on browser base and click to open hyperlink. And with that hyperlink, there would be much more possibility for the front end uh, developer. I mean front end developer to develop their own front end pages to have their own business system, to have their business system. And our team day to day, our R&D team, though I'm saying like we don't have a great dependency on Unity, but we do have keep our eye and tracking Unity release and repository very closely day to day, because like if tomorrow one of the Unity guy, like Unity developer, comes in and say, "Hey, I want to use LarkXR, and I have my build here, latest," and we have to make sure that we, we will be able to compatible and the streaming work. And I sorry, like let me repeat myself. Like I really cannot give you an answer about our Web3 strategy milestone, and because like today it's mainly for Unity people. Really sorry about that. And I've seen a question is like, do you think integrate LarkXR is beginner friendly to say? Is there a way to get started? Maybe I missed it. Oh, right. Let me quickly recap here. All
Sure.
right. All right. Okay. It's totally beginners friendly or professional friendly. Anyway, believe me, even though professional Unity developer, they do not want to deal with render streaming by themselves. They just do not want to do that. Okay, so you can get started like with this, scan this code and then sign up this form, and then you get a free 1 month license code. And then you can have an installation quick start guide, and then you just like install the LarkXR server app onto your own GPU, PC, or server. Or you can also have this, like also employ the NAT service to stream it to the public internet. Or like if you don't want to put it on your machine, you can just sign up this form and send me your Unity executable, and then we shall host it for you on my LarkXR streaming node located in Hong Kong for 7 to 14 days for free. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I saw you. Okay. And is
For
it
a chance
possible to
to try it out with your own app, right?
yeah. And is it possible to quickly use LarkXR on a mobile? I okay. LarkXR, you can get access to the stream with the mobile. Okay, just like the link that I clicked to open that LNG ship training and simulation, that you cannot host an app with LarkXR on mobile. Okay, and Mark, I think I have answered your questions. And Web3, sorry about that. Yeah, nice. Gain money. Will we gain money for distribute 3D stuff? It's not really on our agenda today. Sorry about that. Can we pay LarkXR with PBS? Yes. The answer is yes. And intervention to speak a little bit about it, I guess not. This is not our territory today. It's Jeremy's territory. So I'm sorry, we cannot
Topic
talk
for
about
another
that
day,
yet.
right?
Yeah, topic for another day. Sorry, really sorry about that, Neil. Promote your service in EU or worldwide. We actually already did. We already did. We having users pretty much on every continent. Uh, Not in the Antarctica, but like every continent with people living in it. So yeah, we have been doing this. Yeah, right. Okay. Okay. Is there any plan to integrate micro transaction for render service in LarkXR? Uh, I am not so sure about Explorer 02. Uh, but what we are following now to do the real-time rendering is mainly on DirectX, OpenGL, and Vulkan. So most of the server that we're looking for should be the x86 CPU architecture with NVIDIA GPU. So Skin Jam, I suppose I've answered questions. Do you have any big clients like factories which are already using your service? Yes, we do. We have well, it's an NDA issue. That it's a electric car company, uh, electric car company. Okay, the most famous one. Okay.
A pretty big
Native.
hint, right?
Yeah. I cannot, tell the name.
Understandable. Yeah. NDA, as you said.
Yeah. Nicholas blah blah blah. Okay. Uh, Okay, native payment. All right. Oh, so it's still the web payment scheme. Sorry, like it's not our our stage for Web3 today. Okay.
And maybe just kind of circle back on kind of the beginner friendly aspect. If I could ask maybe about the learning curve, how would you say for someone to kind of just getting started, to feeling comfortable with the features and using LarkXR?
I think the learning curve it's pretty steep, I think, which means it can be quickly uh, adoptable. I would say if you guys know how to configure your home Wi-Fi router, you should be able to use LarkXR to stream your app.
Okay,
It's
that's a
pretty
good.
much a router setting,
Mhm.
more or less it's a router configuration setting. How is
That
the
makes
video
sense.
LarkXR? I don't know. Well, this question is for Jensen. I mean, Jensen. Oh wow, they've been
I don't
working.
think he's on the call, but
Yeah, it's not on the call. All I can say is like it's been very close to Jensen. No, no, just joking. I don't know him. I don't know him, but NVIDIA has been supporting us like in different territory, and they have their own engine as well, and we have been working on things with their engine. Yeah. Do you think those new smart glass from Meta could use your software? Yes, 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 definitely, yes, 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 yes. And all devices, right? So Meta new device app in this context, does it also cover games? Does it stream also real time I/O? Yes, yes, yes. Games to us means 3D interactive application or content. Yeah. Games, metaverse, digital twin, BIM, digital human, interactive exhibition, and all sorts of things. Like as long as it's like interactive 3D application, we can support. Like some of the flight simulator. Actually, some of the flight simulator. Like I've got a customer. They're building a physical flight simulator for secondary school student to having those STEM and STEAM session. They are not willing to put 4890 or 4080 on every single of the simulator. Okay, so that they just put all those 4090 and the 4080 in the office, and then with no server, no GPU on the endpoint simulator, so that like on that simulator or that paddle or that throttle or the control interface of that simulator is actually IO, real-time IO input. Like to us, more or less is pretty indifferent to mouse and keyboard. Okay, so yes, game and stream also real-time IO. This tag has been used in real life by any company. Can you share any example that Excel could be used with Unity to develop video games? Um, yes. Well, develop. No, no. We are not really part of like the Unity engine or part of the engine. But after you develop the video games, just package it to an executable, and then LarkXR would tap in from there to stream it to the endpoint browser. And in real life, by any company, yes, yes, there's so many companies been using us. Like as I mentioned, the digital twin company, and you can take a look of our company pages. You can see the name of BMW doing the Industry 4.0. You can see some of the exhibitions like the movie festival annually in Venice, Italy. They've been using our tech to do the interactive exhibition and immersive exhibition, and also some of the real estate giants, Starmac, like using our tech to stream the real estate experience, real estate metaverse to the endpoint customers. So we have a lot, a lot company. Like I just named some that I can name, and yeah. And JC, I think I've answered your question. Meta presentation failed for 1 minute by using LarkXR would be better. Um, well, Pink, I kind of mock Zuckerberg. Like that moment, I think it's not really related to streaming. I think what they fail is like what we have experienced. Somehow we can do we can do rocket science, but we cannot deal with the real time PowerPoint projector setup. I think that's all. Like probably they would need a better projector technician. That's all. Yeah, but of course, like with LarkXR, if anything involved in VR streaming, it definitely would be much more stable. That would have to thank for the network transmission optimization algorithm that we have developed. That would keep the stream alive most of the time, even with a narrow bandwidth and also a fluctuated bandwidth. Okay, so that's what we can say. Yeah, but don't tell Mark Zuckerberg I say that, okay? And where do you see best opportunity moving forward for Paraverse? What are you most excited about? Uh, well, I think try to answer it like in a visionary way is that the concept of 3D internet, 3D internet. Like I we can see the trend is that the wearable device are catching up and interactive 3D content consumer are catching up. But to be very, very honest, it's still not the majority mainstream on everyone's daily life. Okay. On everyone's daily life, mostly is still on TikTok, short video. Okay. Short video. Sometimes cloud game, but not really high fidelity cloud game. But we are actually inside this industry and we are the pretty key connector uh, to the whole ecosystem, the content developer and all the infrastructure, GPU guys and whatsoever. So what we see is we getting a uptrend, an uptrend. People are buying more XR glasses, like using more in consuming more interactive content day to day, not be able to just seeing a picture or photos to buy things like especially in Europe we can see the configurator like 3D configurator for homes, for furniture, for cars, for clothes and virtual fashions like those kind of things. It's like implanting to the B2C level, which is a gigantic group of people. They trying to adopt to the concept of the 3D internet. That's what we see the company moving forward. Your partner with many French company. It's that yeah. I hope I answer your question for sale. And part of many French companies that business development decision to enter the EU market via France. No, not just France company. We have customer from France. We have customer from Espanyol. We have UK, Poland, Germany, and not much from Russia, but yeah, some of the Russian guys have been like migrated to Western Europe. And even though Netherlands, like we have so much of the EU customer, not just French, not just French. Where do you see Paragraphs and LarkXR in the short and long term in some of adoption in field which you see yourself more successful? It's really catching up. It's really catching up. Booming. Okay. And yeah, I think I have clear the questions. Any more?
Yes,
Hit me.
thanks so much.
Hit me. Hit me.
Any more good questions? Yeah, a lot of good questions and a lot of great detailed answers with some things that for people to think about. But I think, yeah, really moving towards that concept of the 3D internet is really a key point that we'd like to get to on kind of all our different aspects that we're working together on, from streaming to the Unity engine and AI people and hardware people, all
Yeah,
working together towards that.
yeah, yeah. AI, it's like the latest and popular use case of the GPU. But we like the Unity people like us, like streaming 3D application, we are the original user, heavy user of GPU. Just for
True.
gaming. Yeah. Tell Jensen about that.
Definitely. We'll ping him.
All
Yeah,
right,
definitely. Thanks so
so
much.
I think that's so far from me. Jeremy, do you want to wrap up?
Great. Yeah, if I could just maybe ask you kind of quickly for anyone that might have joined late, or maybe people that are new to the concepts, kind of give us the real quick TLDR, or kind of in case you missed it, maybe points of what problem you're solving with LarkXR, and then kind of the key benefits, just kind of a few points quickly, and then I will kind of wrap things up with some
Okay,
forward-looking
okay.
comments on things we have for the group.
Sure. A few key points. Okay, no more PowerPoints. Just let me speak. Okay, first of
Yeah,
all,
definitely.
like no more burials. Like don't do the managed platform. Like don't let them to make you in custody. Okay, to be obeyed to the platform. And this is the first point. The second point is that like no more wasting your time to do the streaming SDK, because like if you have done that, and apparently like after a couple of weeks you will see a new release and there will still be bugs, and we are a bunch of guys have been doing that every day, so strictly use LarkXR with the graphical interface, do the integration, and start streaming your high fidelity content. Yeah, I think that's the main point. And one last point, we have a couple of ways to let you to start using it straight away without paying anything to us. Okay, we got like 1 month free trial. Use your own machine, and we got NAT if you don't have like static public IP, and we got a free hosting for 7 days on my Hong Kong. No, so 3 ways to straightforward to use LarkXR.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I think
Thanks
Ben
again.
has a question to you. Yeah, Ben has a question to you. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's recorded. Yeah,
I
you
will put
share it with.
my, yes, I will share it with you. And I will also put my email address here.
Hmm.
So if you would like to request the recording, you can email there.
Uh-huh.
If that's okay with Dennis and Paraverse,
Hey,
we'll
there's
share that with you as well.
one more question. One more question come in. One more question. Do you have partnership in Saudi Arabia? Well, uh, we are a global business, so we have customer in Saudi Arabia as well. And if you have an idea, like a trend feels like AI and VR. Oh, AI, we will not really tap into the AI, but VR definitely streaming. It's like we are one of the best VR streaming tools. I could give a low latency performance for the cloud VR stream. No problem at all. Like feel free to reach us out. Yeah, and big opportunity in the real estate area where buyer can walk around. Yeah, definitely. Uh it's the major clientele of mine in Middle East. It's the major clientele of mine in Middle East. They are using like streaming to stream the real estate area, or even the master planning of the city area, the metaverse. Yeah, definitely the homes.
Good question to bring us for the real world tie-in, right?
Yeah,
Being
yeah,
used day to day.
yeah.
Excellent.
Cool,
But yeah,
cool.
great presentation and some very good questions here as well.
Yeah,
Just kind of reshare my screen as well. If you're able to see mine,
yeah. I think you have shared. Yeah. Oh, you
I'll
have
just
just
go
closed
and
it.
yep, just close it. I didn't think it was coming up. Now I see it. It is. So Yeah, we've got just a few slides here to kind of wrap things up. And yeah, we kind of went through our agenda already. For the presentation. Just here's some links. If you're not already a member of our meetup group, there is the link where you can join, or you can just search for the official Unity user group, Southeast Asia, and find us on the meetup app if you use that. Otherwise, definitely some links you can follow us on LinkedIn as well. So a company, Signal 5, and we'll be sponsoring the Unity user groups and having great speakers like Dennis join us. Last we had Miguel Garcia join us. And you can follow my personal or my wife, Mylin. She is our co-leader for the group, so you can follow her as well. My email address is there, or the company email address works for contact@signal5.biz, where you can request copies of the recording, for example, or let me know on any other questions you have. If you're interested in presenting, you have something you like to speak with our Unity user group about, you can email me there as well. And definitely we can promote these things in our local dev circles. That's what the community is for, to kind of turn the tables a bit. A lot of Unity presenting is mostly about Unity presenting to you. So this to give people a chance to kind of have a voice and speak and show us what you're working on and share with the group. So I encourage you to do that. And we'll have some upcoming things. There's also going to be something which is going to be Unity presenting to you as well. And that is going to be the, let's see, to, still able to see my screen there. I've kind of lost it. I'm just going to reshare that. My slide. I'm working with my laptop today, so I'm feeling out of my normal element here, traveling a bit. So we'll have the Skillshare coming out, and that Skillshare is going to kind of be Unity advocates going to speak about optimization and things like that. So it'll be another chance to learn more about Unity 6 and optimizing in Unity 6. I'll also be traveling a bit. We've got Google Play Unity event coming up. So training, we've got another 500 developers in the group, and I see some people from past groups here. So always great to see you. Hope to see you in person again. We'll possibly do a in-person event in Malang, Indonesia. I'll be there from the 27th and probably a few days after. So if you're interested in getting together and talk about what you're working on, something you'd like to present, or just to give some feedback on what you'd like to see from Unity coming up, definitely send me a message and we'll see if we can get that organized as well. Ali, all right, let's meet in Milan. Sounds like a plan. I'll look forward to it. And I know we are in contact on LinkedIn, so I'll send you a message and we'll get that set up. Awesome. Looking forward to it. And then after that, I will be jumping to Kuala Lumpur for a Unity event there. And maybe we'll try to do an event there while I'm there and if we have time. So kind of play that one a little bit by ear yet. We'll see as the schedule develops. But yeah, hopefully can at least get together and meet some people for coffee there and talk Unity as well. So do we have any other questions for today? Oh, I think, yeah, I've got maybe a private question here that I believe Dennis has already answered. So yeah, I think that wraps up everything for today. I would like to thank all of you for joining and thank Dennis again for presenting about LarkXR. I definitely learned a lot myself and look forward to giving it a try and working towards that really true 3D internet.
Yeah, 3D internet. Thank you for everyone listen and your attention to my presentation.
For planning collaboration, I think that would be for someone else to answer at Unity, probably. But we'll definitely bring that up, and of course, something we can always try to explore and advocate for. So,
Yeah, you can find the streaming button inside Unity engine one day. Let Jeremy to line that up.
yeah, I will plant the seed. We'll talk to the
Yeah,
powers
yeah.
that be and
Cool,
see what
cool,
we
cool,
can do.
cool.
But
Thanks
yeah, I
again,
always
guys.
look forward to collaborating again in the future. Thanks, everyone. and hope to see you again soon.
Okay. So bye bye then.
Thanks so much.
Thank
Goodbye.
you. Bye bye. Goodbye, everyone.
Have a great, I think for most of you, evening, maybe some of you, still morning. Take care.
Take care. Bye bye. Bye bye.